Start.
Yeah.
And
And
that would be a shame.
I mean, DC is already doing one thing wrong.
And it
Uh,
is.
there's upcoming Flash movie again. There will be a new Flash movie, and it's not with the same actor that is playing the Flash in the TV series.
Oi, yeah.
So that's one thing that a lot of people already was like, no, DC, don't do this. Please don't do this. Just
Yeah,
let
that might be a bit of a mistake, yeah.
because I don't know how far they will go, of course, with the series, but I imagine that there will be at least 6 or 7 seasons of it, at least.
Yes.
And while the Flash movie will come out, it's somewhere 2018 again, as well, 17, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's going to be the who's going to play the Flash, but I would imagine that it's better to use Grant Gustin as the Flash. Just
Yeah, use the same actor. People are
use the
used.
same actor.
People
I
are now
mean,
used to this actor.
yes, we are
He
used,
is.
and the problem as well is alright. There are different Flashes because of different Earths.
Yes.
You have Wally West, you have Henry Allen, you have Barry Allen, you have Jay Garrick as the Flash, but they're using Barry Allen in the movie.
Yeah.
So they have to use the same freaking actor. I still
Yeah.
can't understand why they're not using it. Maybe they changed their mind. I haven't checked IMDb for it in a few months, so
Well, if
they
if they
might have
go
changed it.
if they go with a different actor, that would be a bit of a, well, it wouldn't be dumb, but it wouldn't be smart either. You want to have people that already know, like, oh, I know the Flash, I watched his series, to be able, like, I
Yeah.
see my actor performing his character again.
Yep.
You don't want people to be like, alright, sure, I don't know who this guy is, but you get the whole Affleck thing again. You don't know if that person can be trusted with the character that you've
Yeah, and now
learned
it
to
is.
know.
I trust Grant Gustin as the Flash. I trust him. I am like, yeah, he can do this.
Yeah, because he's
He
been
can.
doing it in the series for a
He's
while now.
yes, and that's why I'm scared. If it's not announced, but I guess they will do that as well. Is release a movie about the Green Arrow that will probably come sometime
Yes.
as well, and I really hope that they're going to use how's he? What's actor's called? Stephen Amell,
Yeah.
something like that. He's the
Yeah.
Arrow in the TV series right now, and he's doing a great job as him. So I'm
Yeah.
a little bit scary if they're going to use a different actor then or not.
You'd hope they don't.
I hope they don't. If they do it, I will just, I don't know, smash them.
Yeah, it would almost be like if it almost didn't work for the Hulk, where they just switched him to Mark Ruffalo
Yep.
in the Avengers movie.
Yeah,
Because
because that was because of pretty good reason.
if the actor was, as far as I know, not entirely a dick to whoever was casting it, but they didn't got along very well.
Yep.
As far as I know and remember right now. But you know, there was a good reason why they changed it. You know, you don't want your real life stuff to be bad against one another, because probably that shows in what he does.
Yep.
But they had to change as well, and a lot of people were used to the Incredible Hulk actor who
Yeah,
was
the Edward
in the
Norton.
Yeah, Edward Norton. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Mark
Suddenly
Ruffalo
it
is
was Mark
doing
Ruffalo.
a really nice job.
He's doing a great job, but a lot of people were worried about the Hulk and
Yep.
the actor not being the Hulk, and which is the same thing which you just said. You know, with a different Flash, is he the Flash that people remember because they watched the series, because they are fans of the Flash, or is he going to be entirely different?
Yep.
And that
And I'm
is a
really
great
curious.
question.
I know that there will be a Flash movie in 2018 or something. Let me just look it up. Flash movie 2018. I think. Flash 2018. Who is going to be the Flash there? Blah 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 blah. Who the fuck are you? Ezra Miller is going to be the Flash for 2018 movie.
Sure, don't know him.
Oh, he's going to be. Oh, that's rumored, by the way. He's going to be in a Batman vs Superman movie next year as the Flash. So, okay, what they might do as an excuse, I don't know if there's an excuse for it, but that the Batman vs Superman next year is going to be in a different universe.
Yeah, I guess DC.
Yeah, and then I'm okay, like, okay.
DC could throw its multiverse stuff out there already, but a lot of people are going to find that terrible, probably, because with that sentence you can just say we can do anything we want because multiverse, which is terrible. I'd imagine. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Maybe they have a really good reason for it. Maybe, and this could be the biggest thing, a different studios behind it. For instance, X-Men and Avengers, different studios that are making it, which shows because Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver already had a different actor, of course, but they were also called enhanced and not mutants, because they can't use the word mutants, because then they had to pay royalties to the producers of X-Men. So it might be just that you have to use a different actor, because the series are being produced by a totally different studio compared to who are making the movies. So that might be it. I'm not sure, but it might explain why they would use a different actor. But then again, they might as well have used a different Flash then as well, because there are multiple Flashes, just like there are multiple Green Lanterns, for instance, because there are like 3 or 4 different Green Lanterns.
That is true. You only have one Batman, that's always Bruce Wayne. You have only one Superman.
Not entirely true. It's not always Bruce Wayne. There were periods.
Oh, I did not know about that.
Where Bruce Wayne was gone, and if I remember correctly, this is going very far into my own mind, where the original Robin, which eventually became Nightwing, was Batman for a while.
Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense.
Eventually Bruce Wayne does come back, of course. He becomes Batman again, and that's the point where he becomes Nightwing instead of Robin, and that's where where Batman goes and finds a new Robin, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there were about 3 different Robins, or 4 different Robins. The first Robin died, the second Robin became Nightwing, and the third Robin was his own son, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the third Robin is his own son.
Yeah. And so Batman hasn't always been Bruce Wayne, but most of the time, yes, he has been Bruce Wayne. That's you are correct on. But there's always been only one Superman, that's for sure. It's always been Clark Kent, so. Although there has been a Supergirl. I'm not sure if you should be happy about that, but she's been there.
Yay.
Reluctantly, as far as I remember, by the way.
Yeah, I know that there's a series about her right now, and I haven't touched it yet. I have no clue if I'm going to, but...
I think they created her mostly because people were a little bit cross about the fact that it was only Superman and not a woman, even though you had Wonder Woman around, running around, kicking ass, taking names, because you don't screw with Wonder Woman, that's for sure.
That's for sure, indeed. You're not going to screw with Wonder Woman, and you can read that as well in Justice League Gods Among Us.
Yes.
She is a pretty badass woman there, yes.
Yeah. She, in Justice League as well, you meet War for the first time. Oh, not for the first time, you meet War as well. And she's just like, yeah, no, War, just go away.
Fuck you, Ares, fuck you, just shut up.
You are very weak now, there are almost no wars on the world, so screw yourself. And I think it's pretty awesome to see her just go like ballistic against a god, even though her own mother is a god.
Yep,
or a goddess.
So, it's really awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fun thing. You just no, you don't screw with Wonder Woman. That's just
No, you don't. You don't even dare to do that.
no.
It's not the greatest idea you can have in your life.
So yeah, then they created Supergirl, just pretty much a Superman clone but woman, or actually young woman because I think she is just begin 20s maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know that much about Supergirl, but
I think
yes,
she's between begin 20s indeed.
yeah.
I might give the. Hold on a minute. Why
All
is
right.
this working?
I think he's going to say he's going to give the series a chance.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah,
Yeah, kind of figured.
I'm going to give the series a chance, and if I watch a few episodes, I will of course give my opinion about it.
Yes.
But I don't know yet if I'm really going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would like it or not because well I've never watched it. I've never read about Supergirl, but what I know about it just sparingly, it isn't really that great. You know,
Yeah,
it's the same where people were thinking female Thor would be, but that was ridiculous until the story was actually shown. Because then it was like, I can see it, I can understand why.
yep.
Uh,
I haven't read about that or anything, but I know that there is a female Thor. I know about that fact.
yeah, they create Femme Thor. That's a given. People don't want to go read it up. I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but the reason is sound. There is a good reason why there is a female Thor. Because I
Alright.
did read up on it. I was like, where's this whole problem coming from, and why are people having a problem with it? And I think a lot of people have a problem with it because Thor has always been a man.
Yeah, that's the fun part about Marvel. They actually made a story about a real god that people believed in the early days, called Thor.
Yes.
So they did that, so it's pretty awesome. And now they made a female version of it. I don't really matter, to be honest.
No, it's like I said, there was a really good reason why there is a female Thor. Because the most important thing that people should know is that the Thor that we see in the movies, for instance, isn't always the same Thor. Because everyone can be Thor if Mjolnir sees you as worthy.
That's worthy, yeah.
And there have been different Thors already. There were already a couple of other human males that became Thor because they were worthy of it.
True that, and that's what I said. I have a comic book of Thor.
Yes.
And you see there 3 different Thors. It is the same Thor, but from different timelines. So you have young Thor, young adult, and a really old Thor.
Yes.
And that is a pretty awesome comic, by the way. When we see each other in real life, by the way, you might, if you want to, of course, you can borrow it and read it if you want to.
Okay.
It's a really dark story, I can tell you that. It's pretty dark. I'm not going to spoil anything. I can, of course, just tell you about what the story's about. The story's about there's a guy that kills gods. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
And nothing else. You have to read it for yourself. Hold on. Just take your time reading that story. It's a good one. It's worth your time, worth everything.
Yeah, and just like you said, it's already there are already multiple Thors there. Of course, it's the same guy this time, but beyond that, there have been different Thors entirely, just different people picking up the hammer. When for a while Thor has been cast out. This is all before female Thor, of course. But he has been cast out. He hasn't been found worthy anymore, and Mjolnir was thrown pretty much towards Earth, I think, and was picked up by someone who was worth it. Became Thor for a while. I think eventually some of them just died because, well, they're still human.
Yep.
And but I'm not entirely sure because I've not read those comics.
I
But
haven't either.
it's a pretty awesome storyline, and it's again, people are then a little bit mad that there is a female Thor. Well, just imagine that everyone can be Thor.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I just want to say that as well. Imagine that because Thor is Thor because of Mjolnir, and not because he's a male or female.
No.
It is. Everyone knows Thor as a male, of course. So I can quite understand why they mad. But otherwise, like you said, Mjolnir chooses who is worthy to be Thor.
Yeah, and that's
And
the
you
most
can't
important
choose
part.
that. If I can't pick it up, but you can, Denosha, then you are Thor and I'm not. And same thing goes on with my sister. You know, like if she can pick it up, okay, she
Yeah,
is Thor then. If
she
Mjolnir
can
thinks
be
that
if
she's
she
worthy,
wants,
then yeah,
because
if she wants, if you want, of course. It's like if I can pick up Mjolnir and I'm like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm not going to be Thor, then I can just leave it.
yeah, you can you can always choose not to accept the gift of
Yep.
what Mjolnir gives you, which is pretty awesome. I think that it works pretty well, as well as in the storyline. So, like I said, I'm not entirely sure why people hate on the fact that there's a female Thor, but I guess,
I
you know,
can't
indeed,
understand.
many people are used to a male Thor running
Yeah,
around.
that's the reason behind it, I guess. Because of course, if you look at the Norse mythology, Thor there is also a male, so the
Yeah, Thor there
origin.
never changed. That's
Yeah.
I think a little bit of an important point as well. But if you go back to the Norse mythology, well, eventually he didn't really live anyway. You know,
Yep.
spoiler alert: the Norse gods are dead. You
Just a
know,
small spoiler alert, but
small
yeah,
spoiler alert. There's a there's a reason why that religion is pretty much gone.
yeah,
You know, they're dead. But you know, that's not nor here nor there, because that's not what happens in the movies or in the Thor comics, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to make it.
true. Aha, I can
But
go to
that's also the
classes.
same thing. I think a lot of people, or not a lot of people, a couple of people were mad that there's going to be a new Captain America, and it's going to be an African American person
Cool.
is going to be Captain America, and there were a couple of people that were just really mad about it. Like, why? You know, we have already a Captain America, so you know, why not? Because there have been different Captain Americas before as well.
Yeah.
Bucky, for instance, has been Captain America too before he became the Winter. Yeah, before he became the Winter Soldier, I think I read it up somewhere. I think before he became the Winter Soldier for real, there was a time where he
Oh,
believed to be Captain America.
that's such a good movie, The Winter Soldier. Oh my god.
I know. Oh no, it's
so
after
good.
that he's already the Winter Soldier, so he's already infused, and
Yeah,
you
true.
see it in the Winter Soldier already that he becomes less evil, which is again in Civil War you see as well. I think yeah, the stream is still up. Um, for everyone that's watching or anything, I'm also going to put this at the end of the YouTube episode as well. We just had a bit of an internet crash at my place. We're going to quit for today. Sorry for the sudden end in the episode, but next time we'll probably be back. We're going to try and figure out if my internet holds up for a while now. So, till next time.